weather's been pretty dire. Had lots of snow last night, so it's not really the sort of time that you'd be expecting to think about spring, summer. But as I'm sure you're aware, if you've been in the high street recently, you'll have seen there's plenty of stock that's starting to come in. So this is a time that really you need to be thinking about investing in spring, summer pieces ready for obviously when the warmer weather hits, because if you wait until the warmer weather does kick in, then you may be sort of scrapping for whatever's left over. So this is a time that you need to start thinking as it's starting to fill up in the shops. So I just wanted to go through some of the top 5 trends that are my personal favourites from what I've seen for spring, summer. You'll see that I've done a full trend guide with different trends and different looks on Pinterest, so you'll be able to click through and have a look at that on the main blog page. So I just wanted to talk quickly about, run through my top 5, and obviously you guys can share which ones are your favourite in the comments section. So I mean, the first one that I want to talk about was, I think this is one that I've seen quite a lot of people talking about when it was sort of released, was the sort of the plastic trend. I think this is going to be quite big on the high street, so I've already seen pictures of sort of outfit bloggers posting haul videos or haul pictures of sort of PVC skirts and bits and pieces. So Valentino is the first sort of designer that springs to mind that had the plastic trend sort of quite strong. They had the plastic coat, which I've seen pictures all over the internet, and also plastic sort of perspex, see-through plastic materials on shoes was quite a big trend as well. So look out for those on in the high street as well. The next trend that I want to quickly talk about is pencil skirts. So pencil skirt was sort of a cut of choice for spring, summer. If you're quite hippie, then what I would recommend is kind of just be a bit careful with the actual the tapering of the skirt. You don't want it to taper too strongly. You just want it a slight variation from a slight taper from a straight skirt, because otherwise it's just going to emphasise your hips and make them look larger. But as I said, if you're wanting a skirt for spring, summer, then a pencil skirt is essentially the one to go for. Also as well, you can opt for ones with splits, because there's quite a lot of splits, so you can get your Angelina Jolie on. Doesn't matter if it's a maxi length or a pencil skirt. Adding a split in there is another way that you can be on trend for spring, summer. One of my real favourites was the decade of choice this year was 60s and the 80s. In particular, the 60s were my favourite looks. There's lots of sort of 60s influence across the catwalks. Louis Vuitton's show was strongly inspired by 60s, so anything 60s related is key for spring, summer 2013. So definitely keep an eye out for that, and keep that in mind when you're looking for pieces. Again, something that potentially bright colours tend to come around and be popular each spring, summer time. But this year, along with pastels, it's all about neon brights. So I'm a sucker for anything that's quite vibrant. So that's why I like really neon striking colours. Whether that's going to be something that you can actually wear every day, I don't know. Maybe you're going to have to sort of experiment with that and maybe just add a splash of the neon brights. That will probably work, or even accessorise with it, because I can see a trend that's not going to sort of carry over from each season. So neon brights is definitely one of my favourites, just because of the vibrancy of it all. And then the final trend that I've picked is summer shade. So this is black for spring, summer, which usually isn't sort of associated with warmer weather, and usually tend to get monochrome and darker sort of gothic looks in fall winter collections, but YSL's collection was full of dark black essentially, and for the spring summer twist they're using sort of lighter fabrics, so you might see sort of sheer or meshy kind of fabrics that are in black, but you'll see that I've put a photo on the video as well of a shot of some of the YSL pieces, or I should say Saint Laurent as it's known now rather than YSL. And yeah, I just love the look from head to toe. I know black, as I said, is not associated for spring summer, but it kind of reminded me of, like, with the hats and everything, like a superhero group with those three women in the picture. But hey, that's just my mind sort of going crazy. So yeah, as I said, those are just kind of some of the spring summer trends that I picked out for 2013 that I kind of liked. So you can find the rest in the Pinterest board, and I've put on a few pictures and details in the blog post. So I'll leave it there, and as always, I'd love to hear which ones you'll be buying this spring summer, and which are your favourites as well.